I was actually thinking about this earlier this week. Was people, and I mean you as well, one of the proponents of like attacking the carnivore diet. But the one thing that I found was interesting is that you barely dump, right? It comes out as liquid, it comes out as kind of like pellets.
That ain't
And
good,
then,
dude. Anyway,
but do
okay.
you know why that happens? It
Okay,
happens because your body has absorbed almost everything.
that's so much
Your body
garbage,
can
dude.
use every little thing that that meat has
Bro,
and
bro.
absorb it. Whereas the vegetables, people are like, it's good fiber. It's like, no, your body's barely absorbing things from it. That's
Yeah,
why there's so much that comes out.
yeah, but fiber isn't supposed to be absorbed. The purpose of fiber is to scrape as much of that crap of that, because remember your intestines, it's convoluted, it's like all swirls and stuff, right? And so things get stuck. It's not a perfect system. So the fiber is
It
supposed
is
to
a
try and
perfect system.
no, the fiber is
It's a imperfect diet.
the fiber is supposed to grab as much of that crap out with it so that it cleans. Like you were talking about the carnivore diet. Do you know that red meat can stay in the body for several years? Like pieces of red meat. It's like one of the most poorly digestible
That was debunked.
debunked, dude, by who? RFJ
His
that
name's RFK. But
and
anyways,
I say that it's pretty good.
okay. Okay, the guy's got a disease on the voice, but sure, make
Dude,
fun.
he's got worms in the
Um,
brain. That's his problem.
um, First of all, you just have to look up guys like Sean Baker. He's been carnivore for 20 years.
Fuck, man.
What do you mean, dude? Like this idea that because you've been fed whatever um, schlep or whatever shtick, just to add some Yiddish, is that, oh no, this is the food pyramid. This is what you need.
Mm.
Cereals, the husk of the wheat, because we've pulled out all the nutrients.
The husk
I
of the
mean,
wheat, bro.
you literally, do you know how many people eat like muesli and cornflakes and wheat bix and bread, and they're like, this is a balanced diet.
No, it's not.
But then
Everyone knows.
when as soon as when it comes to meat, and then all of a sudden it's, yeah, that meat, it stays in my body. I looked, it was there.
Listen,
So
listen. You're
it's kind of just
conflating.
disingenuous.
You're conflating several issues. First of all, cornflakes is not healthy. Okay, it spikes your blood sugar, and then it drops you like a bag. If you want to test something, eat Cocoa Pops. You can eat like a 2 liter bucket full of Cocoa Pops. You'll be full for a total of 30 minutes. And then afterwards, it feels like your stomach has never consumed anything ever. Like you're so hungry, right? Because it's not satiating food. You should be eating, and I think it's the same with Wheat Bix.
It's nutrients that's the difference.
What do you mean?
Anything that's any food that is nutrient rich makes you full. Anything that isn't keeps you hungry. That's
I
why
wouldn't
if you have a
say,
nice big piece of steak, not if I wouldn't say, you can look it up. This is why whole foods, single ingredient items make you feel so full, but yet you're losing weight at the same time because you're not constantly eating.
yes, exactly, but you can't use that. Look, that's what I wanted to say is don't say every single food that makes you full. Say whole foods, right? Because there are
I just said
foods.
whole
Yeah,
foods.
I know, but you also started saying some other rubbish, like oats.
I said that nutrient rich foods makes you full.
Yeah, okay, good. Some foods are not nutrient rich. They're just designed as fillers. They're just meant to make you full, but then you don't actually gain the nutrients. That's why you have people who have like weird skin diseases and it's not something hereditary or genetic. It's literally being caused because there's a nutrient deficiency, even though they've gained a lot of weight, right? So it's about getting nutrient dense food, which will then be satiating, right? That's the link I want to put it. I want to say the link is from nutrient dense towards satiating, not necessarily from it's satiating, so automatically it's nutrient dense. You get what I'm trying to say? It's tendencies towards one direction, because you can get garbage that's been so stripped of its nutrients, it's just gonna make you full, but it's not.
Okay, give me an example.
You want an example? Okay, I'm gonna give you some. Okay, food that fills you.
So you literally, I'm asking you. Give me an
Yeah, yeah.
example of this food that you're talking about. Why are you looking it
I
up on
because I don't
Google?
want to talk crap.
No, I mean you could say anything. Bread, for instance, that you buy from the shop, or
Yeah, yeah.
anything
The
like
bread is
that.
something like that. White bread, plain rice cakes, pretzels, and large bowls of low fiber refined pasta. Boom. And I only
What do
did
you
that with
mean,
the.
boom? Like you just figured something out. Let's stay on
I,
track here.
dude, just because I didn't want to talk out my bum, okay? I didn't want to
You
talk out my
literally
bunghole.
said it, right?
Yeah.
You made the statement, and then I said, "Okay, give me an example of one of those foods."
You
And
didn't want
then
me to
you're
look
like,
it
"I don't
up.
want to talk out my ass." So what were you referring to when you initially made the comment?
I was thinking of white bread and these kind of things. You know, manufactured. As you can see, white bread processed, right? Plain rice cakes processed, pretzels processed. You see, low fiber refined pasta, again a processed food. So we're saying the same thing. You said the same thing. Whole foods. So I'm just trying to say that nutrient dense. Look for nutrient dense food and it will make you full. It will be satiating. Don't say
No, but
everything
remember
that is
what the point of
satiating.
this was that I said meat is
You want to
satiating
should I Google
because
that
it
thing about
has all those nutrients.
how long red meat stays in your body, since you're saying that it gets fully absorbed? You want me to Google that or you don't, huh?
Go for it if you want, but
Okay, let me
um,
just do it. Let me just do it.
no,
Okay.
I'm just saying, do it if you want,
Okay.
but it's not something I'm interested in terms of I've actually
Facts are
done the experimentation.
is red
You
meat
just coming from
fully.
a place of fear because
I'm not
if we have to send a camera crew to
down your
your place
bunghole.
now, how much wheat bix are we gonna find? How much muesli? How much white bread? How much rusks and biscuits are we gonna find in the cupboard?
Wait, let's see this. No, that's not. That's what I want to say fully. Why is it not answering the question? It's like food is. It's there.
Now, so basically, it's not giving you your
No, but it's not
bias, and so
answering
now
the
you're
question. I
asking a
want to
new
know: is it
question.
fully digested? I'm looking for the word. Is it
What do you mean
fully?
fully digested?
You just said that it fully digests. Like it's fully absorbed. That's why you
Did I not
you
say
you
that
crap
you
pellets or
still
something.
dumb?
No, you said you're talking about pellets and juices coming
Dumping,
out.
it means that. What I mean is, there's not as bulky of the fiber like when you eat broccoli and stuff like that. But obviously, there is some type of
Excrement.
junk that gets um, some waste that leaves your body,
Okay, let
but
me let me
most
read
of
the
it gets
response.
absorbed.
Let me read the response for you so that you know why I was not fully satisfied. Okay, but please don't be like a J of RFK here. Just listen to this. So my question is red meat fully absorbed by the body? Now we all know that obviously red meat is absorbed by the body, but I wanted to know, is it fully absorbed by the body? And the stupid AI answer, if you ask me, is yes, red meat is digested and its usable nutrients such as amino acids, fats, iron, and vitamins are absorbed almost completely. Typically, so it says it's usable nutrients. Okay, that makes sense, obviously. typically within 24 to 72 hours total transit time, though it does not linger indefinitely or rot in the gut. So,
So they had just destroyed your whole argument about red meat sitting in the gut for
okay,
days
I
and
let me
weeks.
check this one more thing
Because
because I
no,
got
no, no.
this.
Because a lot of people
Believe
have been
that.
spun that story,
Yeah.
and now now you have the information. Will you change,
Yeah,
or are
yeah.
you going
I
to keep
already eat meat.
protesting
Dude,
outside the KFC?
I already eat meat, so you can't convert
No,
me.
no. But here's the thing: you've now realized that you were wrong, right?
From what?
We figured out now that you were completely wrong, and so the question is, it's like this is a live demonstration
Bro,
of
you're
propaganda that has been spouted,
Mikey,
and
you are
you were so sure of it. You were
hold
so
on,
sure
hold
that
on, hold on, hold
okay,
on.
well, the guy's cutting me off.
No, no, hold on. The reason I'm saying hold on is because first of all, you're talking as though I don't eat meat every day. Secondly, you're treating me
That's not the
like
point.
you're talking to me like I'm some leftist veganist, right?
Leftist.
Yeah, of course.
What are
This is
you
nothing,
talking about,
bro.
dude?
The way you're going at it, I was simply saying that you're trying to purport that a carnivore diet, remember that, you're not saying meat and other stuff. You're saying a carnivore diet. A carnivore diet is, in my understanding, and I think the understanding of many people, means to the exclusion of oats, rice, or any sort of grains, right? You're heavily leaning on the carnivore. Now, what I do, not just what I say, is I eat whole foods with the meats. I eat the organ meats, liver, kidneys. I eat chicken breast. I eat red
Chicken
meat.
foot.
No, that ain't it for me, bro. Um, yeah, I know my
We
wife
know, we
had a
get it. You eat the cornbread, you eat the watermelon, yada yada yada. What I'm trying
cornbread.
to say is this,
So look at
based
you.
off
You
of
just like put all of that aside. I'm trying to prove a point here. Like, dude.
no, no,
Okay.
because you're going this long way,
I'm not
which
going
is
a long
like,
way.
okay, we know all that stuff. Why are you even talking about it?
Because I'm
You
trying
had a
to.
specific comment that we broke down, we found
Yes.
out the information, and that's what I'm trying to concentrate
No,
on.
you made the
Now you're talking
comment.
about how you eat the chicken foot and the chicken spleen and
Dude,
all
and the
kinds of
core.
stuff,
Listen, let's
and the
read this answer
colon
here.
and
I Googled something here, okay? And I'm willing to.
no, no, listen
As,
here. That's
listen,
my turn now.
I'm reading your.
No, let's get back to the fact here. You
Yes.
said
What did I
red
say?
meat, and I can't wait to watch this
I'm
back.
trying to find the answer
You're
here.
gonna
It's
say
here.
you said red meat rots and stays, not even rots.
Rots?
I'm
Yo,
trying to use
dude.
your exact
I
words.
know that red meat stays in the body can stay in the body for several years. I said it
You said,
stays.
did you know that red meat stays in your system for whatever period of time?
Yes.
And then the answer came up and said that's not true.
No, the answer is here. Let me read it to you. Let me read it to you. I got the answer. Remember, you're conflating issues. You said fully absorbed. I wanted to debunk that, right? I still don't feel satisfied with that answer. But what I will say is that my earlier comment about meat rotting or not, I didn't say rotting. You just said that. I said staying in the gut for a long time is wrong. Here's the answer. I asked specifically, where does the myth come from that red meat sits in the gut for years? And it says the myth that red meat sits in the gut for years or quote unquote rots inside the body is an urban legend. It likely originated from a combination of old Hollywood pop culture, a misinterpretation of how high protein diets affect digestion, and generalized bias against animal products. So, as they say in German, das ist mein Bier. That's my beer. I'll have it. Okay? I am guilty,
You
sir.
concede.
I am
It's fine. You
guilty.
can move
I'm
on.
guilty of propagating a falsehood, and unfortunately, I'm not there to kiss your feet. at this moment. I hope you accept my apology.
No, that's not my point. I'm not here to embarrass you. What I'm
Oh,
saying
emphasis
is
on
that
embarrass.
what I'm saying is here's my real question. Where did you first find that information out that you were wrong about?
Oh, probably on some documentary like what was that vegan documentary?
The animal one.
What was it called again?
I do know there was one that made its rounds like 2010,
No, no, soon earlier than
2011, 2012.
I think it was earlier than that. But look, I still maintain that there's a place for vegetables and grains. And I still
But okay,
meant
here's another thing, right?
hmm.
So the Inuit people, and I know everybody always loses their heads when I bring this up, they only eat seal,
Do you
right?
know where
They
the
get all
Inuit
their
people
nutrients
live?
from the
Live.
liver.
You know where they live?
What?
You know where they live?
Ye- Of course, I'm the one giving the information here.
Do you know
They
how
can't grow any
yes,
vegetables,
but do you
right?
know the reason I bring up where they live is do you know how many calories you burn when you live in the Arctic Circle? Do you know how many calories you burn? It's not like here, right? For example, there's this story of a plane of Argentinian or
This isn't my
Uruguayan.
point, but continue.
What I'm trying to say is if you lived there, Mikey, it would be a suitable diet for you because you need a high calorie diet. Okay, you need, even if you were able to grow, apart from the fact that you can't grow grains and like paprika and whatever, even if you were there, those foods wouldn't be have the calorific value wouldn't be high enough for you to live an active lifestyle there. So, but you don't live there. You live in a sunny, hot place. Your body isn't going through the same thing. That's my qualification. Now go.
What I'm saying is this:
Yeah.
they are human beings. I'm a
Yeah.
human being,
Okay.
right? Therefore, I could eat their diet no matter where I am and still be healthy. And it's a very simple diet. Now, I'm not saying I do carnivore. I'll do it for a month and then I stop because I actually like certain vegetables and stuff, right? But
Sis.
there's this idea that I'm not saying you, but I'm saying a lot of people think that, oh, what? You're gonna get scurvy, you're gonna get gout. There's all these like false, it's well, misinformation really that is out there, and people speak about it with such conviction.